In today's video, we discuss open worlds being bigger chores
Whether modern games hold your hand too much.
and video games we played wrong but had more fun doing so.
So how you doing, Dick?
I'm good, man. Did I ever tell you that one of my dream jobs, besides obviously being a YouTuber... Damn, hang on, this game is loud. Please stop to access the screen. Hang on. Technical difficulties. I need to turn this shit down. Did I ever tell you that one of my dream jobs is being a truck driver? Besides YouTube, I would love to be a truck driver, man. Delivering people's big loads. I'd love nothing more than owning a truck and just delivering shit, you know? I love driving with a trailer and, like, transporting stuff in general. I know this is super random. This ain't a gaming topic. This should just get to know a little more about deck topic. Anyway, I think we start off with a bit of news, man. Have you heard about the new Starfield DLC?
Yeah, I've heard some things, not a huge amount, but like they're letting you have a bit of free roam in your ship while you're traveling and stuff.
Yeah. Like, I didn't hear anything about this stuff when it was announced. I was kind of just like Googling Starfield on YouTube to like see if there was any news, and then all this stuff was like popping up in front of me. Yeah, so there's 2 new DLCs coming out April 7th, I believe. First one being the Free Lanes update, which allows you to space travel. So there's all these new like POIs around the map.
Can you actually fly from planet to planet now instead of having to... Oh,
you can fly planet to planet. I know, like, literally what people have been asking for since the start. You can fly planet to planet, and I don't know if you can fly solar system to solar system. I think you've got to stay, like, restricted in your solar system, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think you can travel from one solar system to the other. I could be wrong, but that's just what I heard from other YouTubers. And apparently, the one thing that no one asked for is they're adding a new mansion that you can buy or find, and it's on an asteroid. A mansion on an asteroid. What the hell, Bethesda? I thought you were making content that people wanted. I don't think anyone asked for this.
When I started the game, I did the dream house.
Yep.
Right? I've not been there yet. I still don't even know where it is. I don't even know how I'm allowed to go there. Every time I try to go there, it's just like, go to the bank and fucking pay them money.
Yeah. Welcome to mortgage life, man.
Yeah, no shit, eh?
So the second DLC that Bethesda's going to drop on April 7th is the Terran Armada DLC, which is more of a combat-based DLC, whereas I feel like Shattered Space is more focused around like exploration with a new map. Terran Armada is more combat-based, and it's meant to have a 10-hour-long campaign as well. Which, I mean, more content, I'm not going to say no. And it's free for people that have the premium version of Starfield. Which is also cool. Like, they don't have to do that, but I mean, it's nice of them. Jumping straight into the first topic, open worlds. Does that mean more freedom or bigger chores? I reckon it all depends on the game you're playing, man.
Yeah, it does. Like, there's definitely games where it works, and there's definitely games where they've just done it because they couldn't be fucked actually making a story for the game.
Oh, surprisingly...
Bethesda.
Surprisingly, I actually can't think of any shit open world games on the top of my head. But, yes, I do know what you mean. There's so many open world games that are just empty, lifeless, and the quests in these open world games do feel like chores, 100%. And then there's games out there... No, go on.
I would say there's games where it's like, it's not lifeless and empty, but everything is repeated and repeated and repeated and repeated until you just don't want to play the game anymore. Like with Fallout, like basically randomly generated missions that you're doing over and over again. What's the point?
Yeah, no, I get it. 100%.
And it's not an online game, so like grinding, it's not like you're grinding for experience to like play against other people or play with other people.
I mean, are repetitive quests really that bad if they're like enjoyable?
If they're enjoyable, no. But would you say the Radiant quests in something like Fallout are enjoyable, where you have to go and kill a bunch of ghouls and then go back and then...
They're enjoyable if you space them out. Like, do a Radiant quest, do a main story quest, go explore, play for like 10 hours, and then do another Radiant quest. It doesn't feel bad. Maybe that's the way it was intended with the developers.
Yeah,
like, you're not just meant to sit there and just do Radiant quests all day, every day.
You can't really play for 10 hours without finishing the main story.
I think I've gone the wrong way here, man. They're making me do a U-turn. I got a question for you, Jay.
Oh, yeah?
Alright, you got 2 massive open world games, alright?
Yeah.
One's littered with quests. I'm talking like 500 quests. They're all pretty similar, pretty boring, like fetch quests. And then there's another open world game. Same thing, big, beautiful map, but there's like 10 quests, 15 quests. They're spaced apart, long distance between them, but the quests are like top tier, AAA, like writing. NPCs are fun to interact with.
I was gonna say each quest is like its own like main story for the game sort of thing.
Story, yeah, but like you got a lot less content. What game are you choosing? The game that you can play for hundreds of hours, or the game that's like 30 hours and then you're done with it?
Honestly, I'd probably play the 30-hour one. Like, if I had to choose. Yeah, because, I don't know, I like I said before, I don't like playing games where it's like, alright, now you just do whatever. It's like, okay, yeah, but I could just play a different game. Why am I wasting time? Like, it's not like like I said before, it's not like I'm like grinding to play against other people or anything. I'm just playing.
Do you feel like those games that have less quests but they're better just get more boring and you can't like replay them all the time because it's just the same 20 story missions over and over again? Whereas a game that's got like 500 missions is more replayable because you can like do them differently every time you play it, like a Bethesda game.
I guess, kind of. But then that's the thing with the Bethesda game. Yeah, there's not as many quests. Well, older Bethesda games, there's not as many quests, but the ones that you can do, there's multiple ways to do it. So it's like varied in that sense, and less in the sense of we're going to give you a bunch of quests that can be done until the end of time. Because they're randomly generated. Oh,
yeah, man, I just trying to accelerate. I pressed enter before. I don't know what I was doing, and I thought my motor like stilled. I mean, old Bethesda games are like that. Definitely a lot more freedom in them. Same with like Rockstar games too, man. A lot of the older Rockstar games had a lot more freedom in them, and then they kind of went more story based.
Yeah, it's like kind of just like finish the however you can.
Red Dead 2 is a good example of big open world, but like very story driven.
But then, yeah, things like that, like a real-life world, it's like there's always things happening, there's always things going on. You turn a corner around a mountain, do whatever, and there's always something there to see or do or...
Well, that's the nice thing with having a game that's, like, littered with the quests, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there's always something to do, and you can play... I feel like you can play those games for hours and be like, damn, I just played for hours.
Yeah. So, does Red Dead 2 have Radiant quests, or is it all everything in the game is like, you know, programmed by developers? It's not like...
I think a lot of it's handcrafted. Like, there's bounty hunting missions after the main story, or even during the main story, and there's only like 12 of them. Like, they don't just keep going forever.
Yeah, because I was going to say, if this was Bethesda, that it would be randomly generated that we're going to do this forever.
But when I finish these... when I finish these bounty quests in Red Dead 2 after finishing the game, I wanted more. I would have rather been able to like keep doing it. I don't care if they were a bit similar. Because they were fun.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I could just keep replaying them, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So what do you reckon move into the next topic?
Yeah, man, sounds good.
Do modern games hold your hand too much? Minimaps, quest markers, glowing paths. That is the thing we're talking about when we say holding hands. I reckon just like the first topic, it really depends on the game, man.
It does. Yeah. But then, I mean, compared... I'll just put this right up the front. Compared to back how it was back in the day, there was no walkthroughs, there was no Let's Plays, there was no, like... like online hints or anything. It was you
Yeah.
play the game. If you don't know how to do it, you ask someone who does, or you just you're just stuck there for like however long you need to be stuck there for.
Forever.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
forever. Yeah.
I think games are easier because of the internet, definitely. Definitely the internet's
Like,
got a big part of it.
there's definitely been like back when I was younger. There's been a few games where I've tried to play them, and I'd be stuck on the first level. I have no idea what I'm doing, where I'm going, what's happening. Don't know the controls or anything. It's just like, all right, play the game. It's like I don't know how. Like back then, it's kind of like I'd like a little bit of hand holding, please. But I think it's just been taken to an extreme now, where it's like everything needs
Your quest
an
marker
objective.
is literally glowing in the distance.
Yeah,
Already
you
going,
can see
yeah.
like in Starfield, you can press that button and it like makes a path light up to follow.
Yeah.
Just things like that,
Glowing
where it's
paths,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
And I feel like a lot of games these days as well. Sorry, man. A lot of games these days as well. They give you a follower pretty much straight up, like straight away,
yeah,
and
yeah,
they can pretty much play the game on their own. They just follow you around and
yeah.
take out all the enemies, so you don't have to, sort of thing.
I think a good like way to fix this is like having different game modes, like in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and maybe even the first one. There's like a standard mode and a hardcore mode. Hardcore mode like turns off the navigation,
Oh, nice.
and like if you want to find out where you are on the map, you've got to ask someone where you are, and he'll like point out on the map where you are. And I think
Nice.
modes like that, and even I guess in Bethesda games like survival modes, where the game is harder and you can't quick save all the time. I think that's a good way to make games more suitable for everyone, so that if you know you're new to games or you're young and you find it a bit hard, you can play games and have the settings so that you know you are being told what to do more often. And then more experienced people that have played the game like you game plus 10, you know, can use these harder settings and not have to hold their hand have their hand held so much.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing that I was talking about with modern games holding your hand is the like if you die or if it's even possible for you to die in the game, you just restart like 10 seconds earlier, like right before
Yeah.
you die. There's no consequences, or there is, but it's very like minuscule.
Yeah.
It's not like, you know, back in Crash Bandicoot like days where you die 4 times and that's it, game over. You start the whole round again.
Yeah. No, I agree. You don't see a lot of that anymore, hey.
No,
Even
not
like-
even in the most modern Crash Bandicoot.
I was gonna say, even when we played Crash Bandicoot 4, you died and there's like, just go back to the checkpoint. You die 30 times, which we did. You just go back to the checkpoint. I mean, Jay did, I did.
Yeah.
Hey, they're gonna know who won that soon, man.
Really?
That last episode to be released probably for like a week after this. Yeah, and we all know who won that. Is there a game, Jay, that you've played wrong, but had more fun because you played it wrong?
Yes, and I need to tell you a little story.
Everyone gather around, grab your marshmallows.
Gather around, kids. I'll tell you a story. So anyway, Batman: Arkham Asylum.
Ooh.
There's a part in it where you're outside for the first time, I think.
Okay, yep.
And I was playing it at a friend's house, so he was like coaching me through it because he's like a massive Batman fan. Shout out to you, Sean. You know who he is. And he's basically, oh, you have to go over there, go up the stairs, got to do this, do that, go, like, he's like, those stairs right there, you have to go up those stairs. I'm like, I don't need stairs, I'm Batman. And so I just refused to use the stairs for the rest of the game, and every time it was use the stairs, it's like, no, I have to find a different way to get up there, I'm Batman.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was fun. And then, I mean, I don't know if you've done it too often, but do you have any examples?
I mean, the one thing that comes to my mind is like Bethesda games where you have a main quest that really needs your attention. You know, your kid's been kidnapped, or there's fucking dragons on the loose, and like you're the dude that needs to save the day.
But I need all the cheese.
You need all the cheese. You need all the meat. You need to fucking get some aluminum so you could build some shit that isn't important. And that is definitely one thing I've done, which isn't the way the game intended. But you know what?
Yeah.
It's the way I intended. And I'm the one playing the game, not you, Todd. Get out of my game, Todd.
If that is your real name. Yeah.
What do you think his real name is?
I don't know.
Fair enough.
Probably something lame. So, is there any games that playing them wrong, it just basically changes the game into a completely different game?
I feel like any game that's possible, you know what I mean? Yeah. Any game where you play it not the way the game intended turns into a different game.
I guess even like doing challenges, like for instance, like a Nuzlocke challenge in a Pokemon game where if your Pokemon gets knocked out or whatever, you have to release it or something. Like that sort of thing is technically playing the game wrong, and for some people they find that very fun. I mean, I don't know if I'd be finding that fun because I'm not too great at Pokemon.
I mean, challenges are a good way to spice things up, especially if you play the game so many times. Throwing in a challenge and changing the rules of the game is just a way to make it more replayable, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But then, if it's not...
Like, sometimes I'll play Fallout 4 and I'll just not have a settlement. The whole point of the game is to have a settlement, yeah? That's like the main thing of the game. Mm-hmm. And I'll do playthroughs where I'm a lone guy with no settlement. My base is literally what I'm carrying on me.
Yeah, like a nomad sort of deal.
Basically. And I have fun doing it. I'm not playing the game the way that Todd and Howard... The way that
Todd and Howard. Those two elves in a trench coat.
The way that Todd envisioned. But you know what? Like I said before, man, it's the way I want to play, so it's the way I'm going to play.
Take that, Todd and Howard.
Sounds like a law firm. I'll ask you a question, Jay.
Sure.
About playing games wrong. This might be about this topic. It might be a random gaming question. Do you prefer games that give you multiple ways to finish a level? Like, would you rather have a game that's very sandbox? You know, you got to kill this dude. There's like 100 different ways you could do it. Or would you rather a game that's very cinematic? A bit like Uncharted. Do you play Uncharted?
No, I've not actually played Uncharted. No.
All right.
Actually, I think I played the first one, maybe.
All right, like Red Dead, where it's very cinematic. Would you rather have
where, like,
sandbox?
any time where it's like you're about to kill somebody, it like goes into a cinematic and it just happens in that.
Yeah, and that's the way it's
prefer,
intended.
like, the sandbox. I think it was... I don't remember if it's Oblivion. I think it's Oblivion. There's like the Dark Brotherhood missions where it's like someone's like, oh, make it look like an accident, and there's like 100 different ways you can do it. Like you can poison his food,
That's
or
so good.
Like put like you can drop shit on his stairs so he falls down or something. Like all sorts of crazy shit like that.
Yeah,
like that's way more fun than watching a cinematic.
I don't think there's anything like that in Skyrim, eh?
No, and you can just do it repeat, like, because you can do the mission like 100 times and do it differently 100 times. So that's fun. So back on the open world freedom versus chores thing. Have you ever played like an open world game where it's just instantly like you're like, no, I'm bored of this already.
Oh yeah,
I don't want to be here. I don't want to be raking everyone's leaves, pretty much.
Yeah, I've had plenty of games like that, man, where I've played and it's like forcing myself to play it every day because I just spent $110 on it, and you normally have to wait like a year before they like fix it. And
then playing games wrong, stealth games. Do you try to stealth or do you just go all out?
I almost never go stealth, man. I'm always a brute, the heavy. I'm always the knight. I don't stealth. I'd rather just be the hero and kill everybody.
Fair. Speaking of, we should play D&D at some point.
Is there a video game version of Dungeons & Dragons? Is that a dumb question?
No, it's not a dumb question. There is, but it's not really fun.
Fair enough. How long does a game of Dungeons & Dragons take to finish? Is that another dumb question?
That's not a dumb question, but it's like... I don't know it. How long does it take to like tell a story? You know,
Yeah, see, dumb question.
it's not a dumb question. It's just it's a question that doesn't really have an answer.
Yeah.
Like you can do a single session where it's like 4 hours or whatever,
Yeah.
and you're done, or you can do like a long campaign where it's like years.
Damn, man. I've always wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Mm.
Always.
Yeah, same. Like I've played it a few times. When I was playing it, the campaigns were like year-long campaigns. So if you got to go every like week or every month, sorry, like at the end of the year, like you would have like leveled up all, and you've got to know like the whole story and all the characters and blah blah blah. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
So there you have it, guys. That was, I'm going to pull over before I crash my fucking truck and ruin my
Yeah,
entire
I've
game.
pulled over already.
So there you have it, guys. That was our second episode of Chat and Play. Not a very well organized episode of Chat and Play, but you know what? We're parents. We're fucking busy.
I got poked in the eye today by my kid.
Jay was assaulted. I did work for 8 hours and parent for another 8 hours. You like this content? Good on you. We like you. You want to leave a like? That'd be great. If you want to subscribe, that'd be great. I don't think there's much else to say.
If you have any questions or comments or any hot takes,
Yep, let us know.
leave them down in the comments.
Let us know down below in the comments. Is there anything you want to see in the future upload? You can let us know down below. Live streams every Monday, podcasts every Wednesday. What's the other one? Uploads every Friday, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace!